Hi there. So I've been requested multiple times to do a like uh tutorials on how I draw certain things, and so we're gonna be doing that today. Yay! Um, this is completely unscripted, and so yeah. But for drawing like characters like heads, it, I always start with a circle, which you'll see it takes a while to get a perfect one. And if you don't get a perfect one, you can always use the transform tool to make it better. Uh, and then for here, I'm gonna duplicate this so I can show off the different types of people. So for male characters, I usually either draw this pointy chin, or for more masculine male characters, i.e. Maverick, I do like a flat line at the bottom. So it's more like, well, that. The nose will always go roughly around here. It depends on like where the perspective is. I, well, for Mavericks, he always has very pointy, like straight eyes. So, yeah. So that's how I draw Maverick's head. I'm gonna close a couple things because I think my computer is lagging. Yeah. Anyways, so after that, we'll move on to female. Right over here. So for the female characters, I always do a more like soft, rounded shape, which is one way that you can usually tell like male from female in my art is how rounded the shapes are and stuff. Because with Maverick, like you can see like the jaw and stuff, and like even the hair is a lot more jagged. Kazumi doesn't have very many straight or like points in her design. And the eye that's not facing towards the camera will always be a little smaller because of how perspective works. Um, these are just quick little doodles. And then for the body, usually if you're drawing a standard body, which this does not count for like plus size character, I mean, you could use it for plus size character. I'm still trying to figure out how to draw plus size characters, but typically the body shape I usually use is kind of like this. So you've got the neck here, torso, and then you've got like the lower torso. Um, And legs would be that. And then arms will connect, the shoulders will connect here. And then if you're drawing a female character, the bust will usually be around here. Depending on how large you want it, you know. For like Kazumi, I usually do rather large, so it's more like that. But I mean, first, just kind of a smallish, not that small, but kind of a more standard size. I usually do like this, so it's a bit more tame than Kazumi usually is. But yeah. And then as for hands, hands can be difficult. I usually try to just go for like the pointer finger first, and then if you want like one thing I would highly recommend is to look at your own hand because you can see like different ways to like pose the hand. I usually do one joint for each hand, even though we technically have three or two on each hand. Well, I guess three because of the knuckle, but yeah, it's tough to do, and I completely understand struggling with it. A lot of my skill with hands just came from practice, which is what most of this boils down to is just practice, 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 practice. So, like, and I do not usually do them with only one because it's one, two, three joints. But it most of my characters have kind of sausage fingers, so it's pretty bland. But usually I draw the pointer finger first, and then either the thumb or the middle two. And the middle two fingers usually stick together. And Control Z is your best friend, or an eraser if you're drawing physically, or traditionally. But oh, it's always important just to keep trying, because that's the only reason I'm here today, is because I have been trying for years and years. Don't mind the screaming in the cover, it's very normal. But yeah, so I hope this helped anyone who needed help, but if there's anything else you want me to go over a tutorial with, then just let me know. I will make one of these, because this is a lot easier than how I used to do it, because I used to have to, like, take pictures of my sketchbook over and over. But doing it on Ibis Paint is so much easier. It's crazy. But, yeah, I think that'll be it for this little tutorial. I'm down to make another one if y'all need it. Just let me know what you want. And thanks, guys. All would say like, comment, that subscribe. I don't know all the YouTube algorithm things. And bye bye.